She got me fired for fun. So my uncle destroyed her entire family. My entitled classmate got me fired from my part-time job, thinking it would ruin my life, but she had no idea who actually owned the entire restaurant chain. My name is Ethan. I come from a humble background, and during my senior year of high school, I worked 20 hours a week as a waiter at a high-end Italian restaurant downtown. I needed the money to pay for my final exams and support my family. Enter Madison. Madison was the wealthiest girl at my school. Her parents gave her everything she wanted, and she treated everyone around her like dirt. One Friday night, Madison walked into the restaurant with 4 of her popular friends. As soon as she saw me wearing a waiter's apron, a big, arrogant smirk spread across her face. She intentionally ordered the most complicated items on the menu. Every time I brought out a dish, she complained. First, she claimed the soup was too cold. Then, she said her steak was overcooked. I stayed completely polite and professional, replacing every meal with a smile. But Madison wasn't trying to enjoy dinner, she was trying to humiliate me in front of her friends. When it was time to pay the bill, Madison casually pushed her glass of red wine off the table. It shattered on the floor, splashing all over her expensive white shoes. She immediately stood up, screaming at the top of her lungs, accusing me of intentionally dumping wine on her. She demanded to see the general manager right away. The general manager, who was terrified of getting a bad review from a wealthy customer, didn't even ask for my side of the story. Right in front of Madison and her laughing friends, he yelled at me, handed me my final paycheck, and fired me on the spot. Madison looked at me, leaned in, and whispered, "Know your place, broke boy." I quietly packed my things and left. But Madison made one fatal mistake. What she didn't know was that the owner of the entire restaurant franchise wasn't some corporate boss, it was my uncle, Marcus. My uncle started from the bottom and built the business from scratch, and he was the one who personally taught me the value of hard work. When I got home and told my uncle what happened, he didn't just get angry, he took it personally. The very next evening, Madison's family was hosting a massive dinner party at the same restaurant to celebrate her birthday. They had reserved the entire VIP dining room. Halfway through their dinner, my uncle walked into the VIP room wearing a sharp suit, accompanied by 2 security guards and the general manager. The manager looked terrified.